Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a singles new love reading for my dearest Leos. Leo, we're going to take a look at who's coming towards you in love, and if these messages resonate, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, my lovely Leos, let's see who this person is and what type of relationship this is going to be, and is it meant to last? All right, let's see. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you could have someone with strong earth in their chart. Okay, we see the Seven of Swords. There could be some secrecy around this connection, or this could be a secret admirer. All right. How they're viewing you, the Two of Pentacles. So they might feel like you have options or you're on the fence about them. And we see the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo energy. All right, so I like that. I like the Nine of Pentacles when it comes to a love reading. And we see the King of Pentacles. So you definitely have somebody who's very earthy. So they could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart. This is somebody who's creative, but they're also detail-oriented. They're really hardworking. This person is really looking for stability and security. This person is definitely looking for their life partner. They're looking for someone who's willing to, put in as much work as they are into the relationship and really make it last. I feel like this person definitely doesn't want a connection or another connection that ends in divorce or separation. I love this particular Eight of Pentacles because this is somebody here who genuinely cares about you. They have your back. This is somebody here who also really cares about, what was your day like? They want to hear the good and the bad. They also probably want to spend a lot of quality time with you, enjoying, your favorite shows or your favorite foods. I feel like this is somebody who really likes to build a really solid relationship bubble around you too. Again, not isolating you by any way, shape, or form, but just spending super quality time together and enjoying the sweet things in life, all right? I feel like this person probably has savings. This is somebody who, wants to, I feel they really want to plan a future here, okay? And we see the Judgment card, so we see Aries and Scorpio energy. For some of you, this person might be worried that you're not going to give them a chance, or you're out of their league, or you have other options. But I definitely feel like this person is definitely a different type of person. This is somebody who's a higher caliber person than maybe some of my Leos have dated in the past. I feel they could be very spiritual, divinely guided. I feel like this person's very empathic, maybe an intuitive. I'm also seeing this person may have prophetic dreams. Okay, so I feel like they dream a lot. They'll probably talk to you about those dreams. And I also feel like this is somebody, you may meet this person too when they're in the midst of some sort of up-leveling. So again, they could be changing their habits when it comes to their health and their wellness, like an exercise routine, cutting out smoking or drinking as much or eating healthier. I also feel too, some of you, they're really working on, this is somebody who really does want stability and security when it comes to their finances. So I feel like they're really going for a raise or a promotion, or maybe even starting their own business, something to make them feel more financially stable. Because I do feel this is somebody, Leo, that really does want to protect and provide for you, or just wants to have enough so that they can relax, right? We see the Magician energy, Virgo and Gemini energy. So this person is going to be somebody that you have a really strong intellectual connection with. The Magician is telling me this person's a really good manifester. They're really good at when they focus on something that they want, they usually get it, they usually succeed. And that may even be with you, right? But we do see the Eight of Cups. This person's ready to move towards their 10 of Cups. Some of you, they're ready to get out of, maybe feeling a little bit financially strapped. And again, they're somebody who's a go-getter. They go after it. For others of you, they're sick of being alone, so they're ready to go towards their 10 of Cups. And I just feel like they're really, really working on themselves to get into that energy where they call in the right person who they feel is you, all right? So let's see what else we need to know about this person for my Leos. I also feel this could be quite an unexpected connection. All right, this person could be a Cancer or have Cancer placements. So somebody who's very sensitive, but they're also very loving, very nurturing, very creative. All right. Strong earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right. They have strong air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And I feel like it could be, I mean, obviously it could be a rising, but it could be more like a moon or a Venus sign. Okay. And we do see strong fire, possibly Aries energy coming through. So they have strong earth, strong air, strong fire, and some water. So this person definitely has a pretty balanced birth chart. And if that's not exactly the case, I just feel like this person is quite balanced, quite well-rounded in general. Okay. The Seven of Swords tells me there may be an element of secrecy around this connection. So you'll know what that is. Is it a workplace romance where it's kind of against company policy? Is there some sort of overlap here, Leo, between, you know, this person and somebody else, or you and somebody else? For a lot of you, though, this really may be someone who's a secret admirer. Let's see what else you need to know about this person. They're not over you. So for some of my Leos, this could be somebody that you've already met or somebody you already know. They may have curly, I'm seeing actually curly or wavy hair. Okay, again, very specific messages aren't going to resonate with all of you. And we see this person may have an unusual name. So it could be a modern name, or it could be like an ethnic or a cultural name. And they already follow your social media here. Okay, so interesting. You might already know who this person is. All right, let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. And it doesn't mean that it's an ex. It could be somebody who's just, you know, who's been crushing on you, right? What else do my Leos need to know about this person? Okay, they may be vegetarian, or they may be on some sort of specialized diet. It is important to them that they eat healthy foods, or where their food is sourced from. This person may dye their hair. I was getting, like, we see this person, maybe they have highlights, or, you know, they dye their hair. They speak with an accent. Okay, so whatever language, so that could be that they're from a different city, state, or country than you. And maybe the language you speak with them is not their first language, so they may have a bit of an accent because of that. And this is somebody who has lost a loved one within the last year, okay? So they may be they may tell you that it was a grandparent or a parent, or they're in mourning. This person wears a meaningful accessory. I do feel like it's something that somebody made for them. So it could be like a ring or a bracelet or earrings or something. For some of you, it might be something like from a niece or a nephew. All right, let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. What else do my Leos need to know about this person? Okay, they're bold, they're confident. They might make the first move. They might ask for your number, ask for your details, or maybe they already have. This person is definitely looking for partnership, commitment, having a family, blending families. And there's somebody here that you can trust. They're genuine and they're sincere. Beautiful. All right, so how they're viewing you, Leo, they're viewing you as the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles here tells me that, you know, they might feel like that you have options, or you have choices, or they might feel like you're a little bit on the fence about them. They might also meet you when you're working two jobs, or you're kind of in between relationships or jobs or something like that, homes. How else are they viewing my Leos? Yeah, both of you show up in the Eight of Pentacles energy, which indicates that you're both really hardworking, and they really do appreciate your work ethic. They appreciate your dedication. You know, whether that's they've seen you being dedicated in relationships and to like your friends and your family, but mostly it's like you two have very similar work ethics. All right. And again, some of you might end up working together or building something together here. And we see the Nine of Swords, but some of you, Leos, you might meet this person when you're going through something that's a bit difficult. Now, it could be that like you're in between jobs and you're kind of stressing about that. It could be that you're in between relationships or in between homes. But this person definitely is seeing you at some sort of point in time where you're feeling a bit stressed. Okay, it could be legal issues. I mean, it really could be anything. It could be health issues. Okay, some of you, again, this person might know your ex, or maybe you're going through a divorce or a separation, or you're dealing with a narcissist boss or something like that. Okay, but I do feel like this person might be a little bit worried that you're not emotionally available when you meet them. Again, that you're kind of on the fence, that you're more focused on like rebuilding your life or your work or finding a home or finding a new job. So they might be a little bit worried that like you're not as emotional, or you're not going to emotionally invest here. All right, let's see, clear messages, advice, and guidance. What else? What do they really admire about my Leos? What do they really admire about my Leos? Okay, they see you as somebody who's independent, and yeah, you've had to maybe go it alone or conquer your fear of surviving. I mean, some of my Leos out there, you could be widows or widowers. Again, maybe you're feeling a little bit left out, or, you know, maybe you, like I said, like you've lost a job or you've lost a home, or there's some sort of loss here, something here that's really stressing you out. But they see you as somebody who's really strong and really independent. They don't see you as a victim. They don't see you as weak. Okay. In fact, they see you as an advocate, and that you put compassion into action. And so you advocate for yourself, you advocate for others. Okay, and we see athlete energy. This person's very physically attracted to you, Leo. They like the way you take care of yourself. They like the way you take care of your body. They like that you're active, okay, for those of my Leos who are active. Now, the Nine of Pentacles tells me, you know, I like this energy in a reading, because it tells me that there's going to be freedom within this connection, freedom and independence, okay? So let's see what else we need to know. Venus and Virgo. Somebody could have a Venus and Virgo placement. You both might work really hard or work a lot. So working less will strengthen your relationship. So just be aware of that you're lining up your schedules. Again, you both show up as that Eight of Pentacles energy. So you're both very dedicated to your finances. You're both dedicated to your work. Okay. Some of you, work might be what brings you two together, but again, it's going to be important that you really do carve out that time for each other. All right, and we see release. So radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. For some of you, you may have to let go of this person, because we do get like they're not over you. So it doesn't have to be an ex, but it could be somebody you have a flirtation with, or somebody that's interested in you. And then it feels like there's something here within your life that you need to focus on, or that you need to heal, or you need to get right. And you may not be able to focus on them, or you may have to release them. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Some of you too, you might be needing to let go if you have two jobs. You know, make sure you really create a work-life balance, or it could be your person. Spirit saying that you can trust this person. It's safe to trust in this situation, and that you need to have patience, that everything here is going to unfold in divine timing. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this person or this connection for my Leos, please. What else do we need to know about this person or this connection for my Leos, please? Okay, so we see rendezvous. A private getaway for two is calling you. Again, we did get some secrecy around this person or around this connection. So I don't know why that is. Of course, you're probably going to know. But it feels like you two might kind of have this little private getaway without anybody knowing that you two are meeting up, or you two are hooking up. And it could just be for privacy's sake, or it could be for some other reason. Some of you, I could see you hooking up in a car. Here, Spirit saying third party. You may be dealing with a karmic situation. There could be, you know, the reason there's secrecy around this, somebody here could have some sort of third party. Again, that third party can be work. It doesn't have to be another person. It's going to be a very physical connection. So I feel like a lot of you, you know this person either from work, or you meet them in the community, or somewhere you like to go. There's a really, really strong physical attraction between you and this person. And Spirit saying that follow the path of ascension, guided steps to great love. Like you're really meant to, this person's on your path for a reason here. But I do think you're going to have to be kind of patient here before this becomes something more serious or more long-term. All right. And I mean, this person's definitely looking for stability and security here, but it feels like there's something that might have to be released before that can happen. All right. So let's see. Any messages, advice, and guidance for my Leos regarding timing? So it may be happening this month. So I'm doing this at the end of May, so May, June. And Spirit's saying that in the coming weeks, you know, you'll know exactly what's up here with this person, with this connection. All right, my lovely Leos, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.